Welcome back to Follow Porcupine. I'm dear darling, and as we find our place, let's uncover secrets in this little town of Porcupine, where last time we've basically agreed to join an improv troupe with Mia. But we somehow got kind of roped into it. Like, we kind of didn't really agree to this. we agreed to watch something which was happening, and now we're the main part in it. Who knows? Anyway, we're interrogating these actors, I suppose, about what's going on, so I guess let's find out. I don't know how that could have happened. It was a chief physician. I'm sure, but you gotta believe me. If you forgot what the plot was, basically the chief physician, who is Mia's personal assistant, has been found assassinated in the chief physician's office or something like that. She would have done anything for him, but she swept that under the table. If he threatened her with it, she wouldn't hesitate to resort to such means. Anything to protect her career. I did see her leaving the building last night when I was just starting my night shift, but it doesn't mean anything at all. Where were you at the alleged time of a murder? What's your alibi, essentially? Can I do like a gutsy gumshoe sort of voice? A voice in Finley's voice? Where were you at the time of a crime? Me? I was only here for a cigarette break. I just got back from a night shift, and I was going to go straight home after that. Did you notice anything on you? Is there anything else that might be relevant besides your theories? Well, I don't know if it's really relevant, but before the PA started here, he worked at another hospital, and he was falsely accused of involuntary manslaughter, so they fired him. Whoa. Can you imagine that? Do you suspect anyone? I told you, the chief physician, of course. Haven't you ever seen a detective drama? I'll come back to you later. All right. Oh man, I need a coffee. Coffee? What about from this person right here? Hey, it's real terrible. What happened? I still can't believe it. I'm walking it. I was even here when the crime took place, and I still couldn't do anything. Where were you? Where in the building are you? Where were you in the building at the time of a crime? I always come in extra early, because I like to work in peace before the hustle and bustle starts. So I sat in my office all morning, going through patient records. I haven't been here long. I was eager for a fresh start after my previous hospital, and I get along very well with everyone here, but I'm still trying to get out of speed. Do you notice anything unusual? Anything unusual? As you may already know, I'm pretty new here, so I probably wouldn't even notice if something was out of the ordinary. But maybe that will help you provide a more objective view than your colleagues. Yeah, I suppose so. And then you proceed to not say any more information. Do you suspect anyone? I don't want to make any false accusations, but there's one thing as it happens. The chief physician came to see me a few days ago. She asked me to keep an eye on the janitor. I think he was seen hanging around my floor a few times heading into the storeroom. Some people suspect him of stealing medication. And have you not noticed anything? No, I've never seen him there. But maybe the murder victim caught him in the act. I wouldn't wish that on anyone, truly. Did you ever speak to the ambulance driver? Oh, sorry. Did you ever speak to the ambulance driver? I've seen him in the corridor a few times, but apart from a friendly nod here and there, we've never really interacted. I'll come back to you later. Yeah, I'm happy to help if I can. Who are you then, the janitor? I don't remember what voice I gave you. Love to help, but I've been busy all morning. Where are you, the alleged? Busy, eh? Busy, eh? With what? Sometime last night, the damn pipe in the basement burst again. That's the third time this month, not that anyone cares, and everything's always underwater. So I spent the whole morning on my hands and knees down there tinkering around. And then I thought it was a huge speech bubble. What's that strange object in the water? And hey, presto, I had the murder weapon in my hand. Not that I knew that at the time, obviously. Did you notice anything else? I don't know if it's relevant, but I talked to the guy a lot. Out on the stairs after work. He's the only guy here that smokes apart from me, see? 2 days ago, he was saying some weird stuff. Thought someone was following him, stuff like that. Managed to calm him down, told him he was imagining it. Turns out he wasn't. Alright, thanks for the tip. Do you suspect anyone? Maybe the ambulance driver. He was always kind of weird when it came to the PA. Saw him sitting in front of a guy's office again today. Yesterday. Don't know if that helps. So it's the first person, the ambulance driver. What do you think about the ambulance driver? We used to smoke together. It's pretty nice, actually. He's quit now, so we don't see each other that often anymore. But he's also been a little weird recently. Maybe he wants a job or something, but he's been chasing a PA around a lot. Tell me about the new doctor. Tell me about the new doctor. Well, I think she's avoiding me. Oh, whoops. But I don't know why. Okay. I'll come back to you later. Yeah, whatever. Okay, so we can ask everyone about everyone else. Have you spoke? I was told you don't smoke anymore. You said you were taking a cigarette break. But you don't smoke anymore, do you? I'm not a murderer. I would never kill him. No, I don't smoke, but I'm allowed to go anywhere in the hospital. Wherever I want, especially to my own brother's office door. What? That's your PA? You heard right. He was my brother. And I would never hurt my own family. I'd rather kill myself. Oh my word. He may not have wanted to see me, but I can't help. But he died before he could change his mind. And I know he would have done if I could have just talked to him again yesterday. Okay. What? Have you spoken to the new doctor at all? Have you spoken to the new doctor at all? I have news when she first started here, but I've never really talked to her. I don't think she liked her PA very much. What do you think about the janitor? He's a nice guy. We used to smoke together a lot, because our shifts synced up well. They don't sync up so much anymore, but he's pretty reliable and nicer than most of the others. I'll come back later? Oh man, I need a car. Okay, so... What do you think about janitor? I mainly stay out of his way. Since my boss pointed out her suspicions to me. I know she said to keep an eye on him, but I just always get shivers. Always get shivers. Down my spine the idea having dealings with a criminal. What? I'm not trying to understand the plot right now. Can we interrogate you? You don't understand how awful it was. If it were just a dead body, I wouldn't have been so shocked. I've seen more than a few of them over the course of my career. But in my office? Before my third cup of coffee? What's the world coming to? How am I doing, Finley? Am I convincing? You're doing great, but you need to stay in character. Oh, yeah, oops. I'd like to ask you about the incident. Yes, of course. I think we all want to get to the bottom of this. And as soon as possible, too. Where were you at the time of the murder? I'm busy, so I keep it short. Very well, I'll be brief. Where were you at the instant it happened? I wasn't in the building at the time of the incident. I already left, early yesterday evening. Oh. But we've heard that's a contradiction. I always try to get here as early as possible as a rule. That way I can finish a day's work early, too. Only today my car broke down, so I didn't arrive until the same time as the rest of the staff. Breakdown service took forever, but maybe that was lucky for me in the end. Otherwise it could have been me lying here cold on the floor. Horrible. That does rule me out completely as a suspect, though. Always the most reassuring thing when one of the suspects go, oh yeah, that completely rules me out. I see. Do you notice anything unusual? Is there anything else you'd like to add? I just can't stop wondering what had happened in my office of all places, and how. The only person with a key besides me, janitor, was my assistant. Oh, okay. And we couldn't stand each other. I don't know what he was doing in my office. As far as I know, he was never in my office unless I was there too. His key was only for emergencies. Do you suspect anyone? If you ask me, it was a nurse anyway. My PA made some nursing cuts a few weeks ago, and I've heard nothing but complaints ever since. Okay, so the first person's a nurse. She always has a penchant for being unprofessionally emotional, if you know what I mean. Oh, wait, no, hold on. The first one's an ambulance driver. The second one's a new doctor. The third one's a janitor. The fourth one is the other doctor. Who's a nurse? Were you aware the ambulance driver was actually? Something about your statement makes me wonder. What do you think of the ambulance driver? Don't think I've ever actually talked to him. I don't interact with most of the employees here on a regular basis, if you know what I mean. What? Why'd you say it like that? Tell me about the new doctor. Tell me about the new doctor. She hasn't been here long, just to cover the mumps, but she's proven a good fit. I was a little skeptical at first, but because I didn't know she was upsetted enough. But it worked out fine in the end. She's normally very reliable, but I did find a stack of completely undocumented files on her computer desk. What? On her desk just today. I'm just putting words in. What do you think of a janitor? I'll be honest with you. I've always had a suspicion that he was up to something crooked. He's always creeping around everywhere, cropping up when you least suspect him. I think he's been stealing, but I don't have any proof yet. Okay. Were you aware that the ambulance driver was actually the brother of the victim? Did I know they were related? Of course, I hired him after all. Not stupid. My assistant didn't like his brother very much. My assistant didn't like his brother. Okay, so the person who's dead doesn't like the ambulance driver, who is male. Okay, I'm getting everyone confused. We discovered that they're brothers, though. We discussed the prospect of firing him on several occasions, but in the end he said his brother was weird but harmless. In fact, he was a very peaceable person. All the same, he didn't want to talk to him. I think that's pretty fair. Were you aware that they were brothers? Yeah, it kind of makes sense if you hired him. You'd probably be pretty aware. Something about your statement makes me wonder. You told me earlier you and your PA couldn't stand each other, correct? That's correct. Interesting, especially as I've heard from various sources that the two of you got along very well. That is wild speculation, and anyway, should make me even less of a suspect if anything. True, I lied, but I only did it for the sake of my image. What? I don't want to be the kind of boss who's known for playing favorites, so I treat everyone the same. Okay. Please hurry up. Okay, then I just guess we go through and see if we got any new dialogue. What's your opinion of a chief physician? She's sneaky. She's sneaky, I'm telling you. Think she's so much better than other people, just because she can boss us all around? I'm surprised she wasn't kicked out years ago. She's just bad influence on everyone else. Okay. Alright. You got anything new to say? The chief physician's story makes me wonder. You said you got along with all of them. Are you getting along with your chief physician? They have a risk of sounding like a phony. I respect her very much, and I'm glad I have the opportunity to work under her. I think I can learn a lot from her. The chief physician's story makes me wonder. Do you know how your chief physician felt about her assistant? And where she was today? Oh, I don't know what kind of a relationship my boss had with a PA, but she always leaves the building at the same time on Mondays. I think it's because she wants to catch a show about doctors on TV, which is always on at that time. That's what someone told me, at least. I don't know if she's a suspect, but I think she's a smart woman. I don't think she would have killed anyone in her own office, where she'd be one of the most obvious suspects, but that's just my opinion. Well, I think she's trying to sort of double bluff it, eh? She was cussing her head off when she arrived this morning, too, because her car broke down. I saw them towing it away. Does that add up? That does add up, I think. You said you got along with all of them, yet I've heard differently. Been reliably informed that you didn't have a good relationship with a murder victim. Wait, I'm getting so confused. I didn't know that. Or that's not who I thought didn't have a good relationship. Wait, you're not the brother though, huh? Well, I've never tried to hide it. Maybe not everyone knew, but that suited me just fine. Yeah, me and the PA, we clashed pretty often. Didn't always agree with my methods and opinions. Yeah, sometimes that made me angry, but angry enough to kill him? Nah, I'd never do that. It's turning very southern. Coffee. No one gets along with every single one of their colleagues, and I'm no exception. That's normal. Yeah, to be fair, that is pretty, it's a pretty reasonable explanation. Okay. I don't know if I understand the story yet. Okay. Okay. So the story goes, your stuff was towed, but wait, hold on. I thought you saw a cigarette break. No. Before a PA started here, he worked at another hospital, which is his brother. So they fired him. Can you imagine that? Do you suspect anyone? I told you you don't smoke anymore. What was the thing that you said about you saw the person? I don't think she liked her PA very much. Oh, I don't think she... I thought it was talking about the new doctor's own PA, but it's not. It's talking about Mia's PA. The chief physician's PA, I see. I thought you saw someone coming in very late. Maybe it was someone else who did. Which contradicts what the chief physician said. Okay. I'm just clicking through everything so I can remind myself. She asked me to keep an eye on the janitor. I think storeroom. Stealing medication. Always leaves at the same time on Mondays. Is today Monday? Okay. He's a criminal. Wait, okay. So it sounds like the chief physician is actually kind of in the clear. You found it in the water. If anything, I still suspect the ambulance driver, I guess, the most. Thought someone was following him. So that was probably the ambulance person, right? Who's just constantly outside the office. He wants a job, but he's been chasing around that PA because they're brothers, but he doesn't want to talk to him. That's fine, avoiding... She has a lot of money and a nice apartment. Why would she ruin all of that? Nah, I don't see her doing that. Oh, okay, so that's something new. So now do we say something about, oh, Head, you got a nice apartment? Okay, nope. Is there really nothing new? What do I do now? Am I done? No, I can't stand him. That doesn't make me a murderer. If I went around wanting to murder people, I'd have started doing it a long time ago. Not saying that I did. Who are you? What? Fact is, he just wasn't a nice guy. Asking your doctor, she'll tell you. He really had it for her. What? That's more of a motivation to kill him than I've ever had. Besides, I was on duty on another ward all night, so I couldn't have killed him anyway. Who are you? What? I didn't even know that you were one of the people. Okay. I was like, why is there nothing? Like I said, I was on duty. I don't know exactly when he was killed. I just realised I was not doing Peter's voice. But you're welcome to talk to other patients on the ward. I spent a lot of time there that morning. Oh, so you must be the nurse, okay? Because they did mention a nurse, and I was like, who is this nurse? I thought you were running the improv game. Having a very long conversation with a woman in room 7. She didn't feel well, and she really wanted to talk to somebody about it. Not to mention giving him her whole life story. Didn't notice anything unusual. Remember wondering about that light. The light I was on in the chief physician's office. Thought that was some time in the early morning. But not the chief physician because the truck was broken down. Do you suspect anyone? No, I didn't see anyone. Oh wait. The janitor. I saw the janitor on that floor. He said he was looking for a ladder for some repair work. Fortunately, I couldn't help him. I had my hands full that morning. I've completed my investigation. Did the new doctor really get along with everyone? So I heard differently. New doctor? I don't really know anything about her. Wasn't that interested either. I just overheard that she and the PA clashed a lot. Maybe it had something to do with the fact that they came from the same hospital. Whoa. Name was similar anyway, but whether they knew each other back then, I had no idea. It's been a while. It's a while since the PA left there. Ran in her several times yesterday. She said she wanted to move some files from her office into other offices. Okay, so she wasn't in her office the entire time. Spent all morning carrying boxes around. What do you think of it? Okay, well, we'll do this next time because I just realised it's been 20 minutes. So, if you have been watching, thank you very much. It's been Fallout Porcupine. I've been there, darling. Likes, comments, subscription, shares, greatly appreciated. Socials, Discord down below. Hope to see each other again, but for now, it's our farewell. So until next time, bye-bye for now.